A lot of what we hear today from the politicos, and I don't mean the evil ones, supposed good ones that can't pull the trigger. It's not realistic. Can't tell no to instructions from the Biden government because it's not realistic for us to survive without the help of the Biden government. That's what they say. Or we'll anger the world. We can't do what's in our best interest because we'll anger the United Nations. It's not realistic. I heard similar stories in my youth that we can't do certain things because we don't have natural resources. Israel doesn't have natural resources. And abracadabra, we have more gas than maybe anybody in a country this size anywhere. It doesn't just come from us. Other things are looking over us, looking over us and looking forward for what can happen to us. Suddenly, good things happen. In 1943, you would ask the average Jewish person, thousands of Jews were being gassed every day. And the great Democrat president, Franklin Delano Roosevelt, refused to bomb the railroads to Auschwitz. And our Jewish leaders told us to pressure the U.S. government to block the streets of New York. This is unrealistic. If someone would have asked you in 1943, do you believe there'll be a Jewish state called the State of Israel in 5 years? They'd all say you're crazy. It's not realistic. But there were the few, the Lehi, the Etzel. They didn't worry about what other people would say. When you go up to Tzfat, several of them, below the rabbis' graves, the great rabbis' graves, I believe there's 7 of them over there, that were hung in jail by the British occupants at the time. They took all the chances and they fought back. And they made a pathway so that we can stand here today and say, it is realistic. What we're seeing now, when people say, Jews can't work in the fields, Jews can't work in construction, Jews can't fix your houses. Who was doing these things 60 and 70 years ago here? Were Jews. Because Jews can do these things. And what you prove today is that we can still do these things, and we must do these things. Because the only way you can keep the land of Israel, besides to buy it what you can, is to work it. If it's yours, you'll love it. If you love it, you'll work it. If you love it, you'll keep it. You'll keep it well. All of us are just examples. We planted 13 dunam today. There's absolutely no reason why we couldn't plant 130 dunam today. There's absolutely no reason why it can't be done every week. And to create a pressure to privatize more land in this country, because only 7% is private, and far too expensive because of controls that should be loosened up. They said today, maybe you should cancel, maybe you should delay, because the leftists and the anarchists are going to block roads all over the place again with impunity, because the government isn't going to stand up and do anything. They're not going to do what needs to be done. After all, these demonstrators are not guys with kippot trying to stop giveaways of Eretz Yisrael. Those you can beat up, those you can put under administrative detention, those you can investigate day and night, because there's different laws for different people. It's not okay, but it's only going to get better if we stick together and we keep doing the right things. Today was one of those right things. We could be delayed, and Jewish destiny can be delayed, but they can't stop us. No one's going to stop us, and no power on the earth is going to stop us. And I want to thank everybody, not just for coming today, but for always participating, and for always asking when's the next event, and for always doing what you can do, because they won't stop us. So just take this small example and imagine how big and how quick it can grow. Thank you.